Good morning and welcome to today's episode. Good morning and welcome to today's episode. All right, let's wait a little bit for more people to connect. Let's get more people connected at the time. It's good for us to have more people. That's what we're going to be waiting for. More people. More people connecting. So, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. Really appreciate you guys. You're coming in on Facebook. Thank you. If you're coming in on Facebook, please share this broadcast. On YouTube, go ahead and share. On Instagram, please go ahead and share because we need more people to connect on the show today. And as you are sharing, we're going to get more people connected as we share. So go ahead and share the broadcast, people. So you're welcome, everybody. Thank you very much. And let's start this way. The fire that is coming up in Nigeria is kind of like going to be crazy, but I just want to throw this out there real quick. I really don't believe, I do not believe that walking around rioting and beating people is going to change anything. Bolaji Adeyemi, how are you, sir? I don't believe riots will change anything. What riot is going to do, we are going to kill more people. Innocent people will die. Young people will die. You're gonna sacrifice the blood of young people. That's not the solution to this. I'm just thinking. I believe dialogue is very important. I believe the young people should have representatives that will go and meet with the government and discuss this issue. It has happened many times. You just go out there and just go and be shouting and stuff. Yeah, revolution. I believe in that stuff. I believe in all right, let's go outside, let's go deal with all of the government officials. Let's do whatever it is. I believe in that. But I don't believe in we going on the street and killing innocent people. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in killing innocent people. If you want to really fight, you fight against the people in government. That's what I'm saying. Don't destroy the cars that belongs to innocent people. Don't go and burn houses of other people down. Don't disturb people from going to work. You know, but if you really want to do this, you go straight to Aso Rock. Go straight to Aso Rock. Go to the government house. Go to I will approve that. But once you are on the street and you're going all around the place and you're trying to burn things down, putting tires on the street and burning cars and breaking windshield of cars and stuff, you are not destroying the properties of Tinubu. You are destroying the property of people, innocent people. I don't subscribe to it. I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to it. Nigeria can never be great like that. No, never be. Let's wait and see you guys do it. But I'm telling you, there is nothing's going to come out of it. Nothing will come out of this. It's going to be zero. I don't want us to start recording bloodshed. I don't want these young, innocent people to be killed. I don't want it. If you really want to do something great for that country, that nation right now, select some few people who are knowledgeable among the young people. Let them go and represent us. Go over there and talk about this stuff and let them understand that we can't take this anymore. But if you go out on the street and start killing people or start destroying properties that belongs to innocent people, I don't think it's the right thing. I don't think it is. It's not going to bring out any solution to this stuff at all. No. No, it won't. All right, so let's go. Let's go straight to the uh, business of today. Uh, can oh, there is this error right there that I need to correct. Can I find can I find can I find a good man in Nigeria for my daughter? Can I find a good man in Nigeria for my daughter? And this happened. This is a woman based in the US here, and the daughter is based here. She is 22 years old. 22 years old, based here in the US, and the mother is asking, is it possible for me to get a good man in Nigeria for my daughter? Dr. Shola, are you saying? I am not saying no, and I'm not saying yes. Sorry. I'm going to sit on the fence. Why are you sitting on the fence? Why are you sitting on the fence? I will let you know why I'm sitting on the fence right now. Notorious DSI. I am actually not talking about rioting or politics again. Sorry. We're going straight to marriage, sir. All right. Number one, once you packed your load, or you have packed your load and you walked out of Nigeria to a place here in the US, your mindset, your character, your understanding of life, everything will change. You are not going to remain the same. You are a different person right now. A different person right now. You are no longer how you used to be. You are no longer how you used to be. Let me give you the example. I went to Nigeria after many years of staying in the US. Now, my inside of my head now, I now feel I must do that I must to obey the traffic laws. It has been engraved in my mind that you must you must obey the traffic laws. So I landed in Nigeria, I dust off my car, jumped in the stuff, and I started driving on the street. Then I got to the stoplight, then I stopped. The red light means stop. The yellow light means get ready to stop, and the green light means go. So I stopped. And everybody started pressing their horns. Papa, papa, where they call Papa, papa, where the Nima is how Nibiloni, get out of here. Papa, papa. Even the yellow fever, you know the yellow fever, those traffic wardens that are wearing yellow, they were laughing at me. They were laughing at me. So I waited there until that light turned green. Then I moved. Then I looked at them and they were waving at me and they were laughing. All right. Then I stopped driving. That was the end of my driving in Nigeria during that time. Because I was doing 40 miles an hour and people are doing 60, 70. And I didn't want to get in their way. I don't want nobody to kill me. So I decided I'm going to just sit in a place. So you see that I left Nigeria driving exactly like them. I left Nigeria driving exactly like them. But once I got to the US, when they gave me tickets like 3 times, 150, 200, 150, I made up my mind to obey the traffic law. So now I'm obeying the law in America. And I believe that this same way is I must take this new education home and obey the traffic law where I'm from. It's different. It's different. It can't work. It cannot work. And so also in life generally, when you go to buy something from the store, you are expecting them to tell you the truth. All right? It's $2. In Nigeria, they're not going to say it's $2. They'll first of all walk you from $10 all the way down. They're working from $10 all the way down. So you must have time to continue to bargain from 8 to 6, from 6 to 5, from 5 to 4, and say, customer, come and buy it now. Customer, buy this. Me, I'm actually above that level now. I don't want to stand in front of somebody wasting my time. How much is this stuff? Tell me, shoot me straight, I buy it, I leave. But you will see that that's the same way how everything still is. You go to Nigeria, you still have to bargain. You bargain taxi, you bargain the bus. You want to buy something, you bargain. You go to restaurant, you bargain. Everywhere you go, you have to bargain and bargain and bargain before you'll be able to buy something. I'm different now. I want to enter the store and pay and get out. So you see, mindset-wise, when it comes to relationship, it's totally different also. African men believe that they are superior to the women. African men, they believe that they are more superior than the ladies. So God has placed them as the boss, authority over women. That they have the right to do anything. But women, I only think so at the end of the day, you see what I'm saying. So when you're going to Nigeria to go and bring a husband, always remember that there will be individual differences. And then the society where you live is different from the society where he's coming from. Coupled with the fact that actually his ego is out of the roof because he's a man. He's a man. His ego is out of the roof. So you are not bringing such a person here to marry you or marry your daughter. You're going to first of all go through hell. You go through hell. Let me tell you another one. So you get the point. Before I will bring Notorious in. He said he wants to ask me a question. I'll bring him in. All right. Now, I boarded a plane from Oklahoma to Detroit. 2 black people. 2 black people. Okay? On the plane. Only myself and one other guy. And the plane was so quiet. Nobody was talking. Everybody, they were all on their iPad reading one book or the other. Some reading newspapers and stuff. And when they talked to each other, hardly could you hear what they were saying. They was just so quiet. The plane was so quiet, no noise. Detroit to Amsterdam. Only a few black people. The other people were white people. The same thing happened. They were all on their phones. They were on their iPad. Some were reading newspapers. Some were doing one thing or the other. Some people will get up and walk and come back and sit down. Some will go to the bathroom and come back. They order their wine. They paid for it. They sit down. It was a great moment. It was kind of like a great trip that you are on the plane, no noise, no nothing. Then we got to Amsterdam. Amsterdam to Nigeria was hell. Once we got on the plane, it was only 2 white men on the plane. Everybody is the Nigerian. All black people, Nigerians on the plane. And by the time we entered, we saw one guy was carrying one VCHS. He was like struggling and coming in. Oh, it's my spot. Why will you put your stuff in my spot? This is my seat here. And they go, why don't you go and buy a first class ticket and get out of here? Oh, no. They started fighting. And they started fighting. And then they were fighting. So this one was saying, oh, I'm on number 33. He said, but this is 32 here. Why are you sitting on my seat? Oh, instead of saying I'm sorry, you say, oh, are you supposed to be rude? Can't you just say it nicely? And then they get up and then you see another one over there. They are fighting over blankets. Another one here, they are fighting over water. This one fighting over this. And then some people are just being proud. You see, that's the first time I've seen somebody flying economy and telling us that his house is behind Obama's house. That's the first time. This guy is flying economy, but and he's making a whole lot of money, but he's flying and stuff. And you see, one funny thing about the whole stuff is that we couldn't sleep on the plane. Everybody just start making noise. And people are talking about my first car is a Mercedes. My second car was a this. I just bought a new house. I just did this. At the end of the day, you look at yourself like, what exactly is wrong here with us? Can't we just shut up and read something? Can't we shut up and just sleep? Instead of us just boasting and bragging. And you know what funny thing? We landed from Detroit, Oklahoma to Detroit. The plane was clean. Everybody, they put their trash in the trash bags. They always have a trash bag. And they put it there. Detroit to Amsterdam, the flight was clean. No paper on the ground, nothing. And they put it in the trash. Once we landed in Nigeria, our plane looked like a trash can. Our plane looked like a trash can. And the whole paper on the floor, everything's on the floor, everywhere on the floor. You tear nylon bag, you threw it on the floor and stuff. And you see the most embarrassing stuff about this whole thing is once they say they're going to either going to Nigeria or coming from Nigeria, the very first thing they have to do is to first of all spray one thing. They spray one thing in the plane. I was like, why are they spraying this thing? Why are they spraying this stuff? It took me some time to understand. Or somebody said it's because of body odor. I was like, really? You think we have body odor? The white people have body odor more than us. You think we have body odor? No. At the end of the day, they have to spray that stuff and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, no wonder. Can't we just land? Can't we Nigerians just sit down that when it's our own flight, that's when they're spraying this thing? Do we smell like that? So if you smell, if you smell like that, I think that's actually enough time for you to now go back and go and look for deodorant. And then you use deodorant and you use your cologne to smell good. Will you do it or not? Some of you won't even take care of it. You don't care. You don't care how you look. You don't care how you smell. You don't care nothing. You think it's also you taking a bath in the morning? No. Go and ask people. Go and ask people. It's not about you taking a bath in the morning. Once you take a bath in the morning and then you sweat, then it's possible for you to smell. So you're supposed to have deodorant. You're supposed to spray your cologne or perfume. All right? But it's a lie. They won't do it. They will be smelling and smelling like that. And their mouth, they can talk from now to tomorrow, bragging and boasting. And those are the kind of people, that's the kind of people you want to come and bring to marry your own daughter that is an American. Their life is totally different. Their life is totally different. Before the Nigerian guy will learn the system, before that Nigerian guy will learn the system, they will be divorced by then. They will be divorced by then. Because he's going to bring the same mentality, African Nigerian kind of marriage. He's going to bring it to the US. Believing that his wife is the slave. Believing his wife is supposed to carry the water. The wife is supposed to cook. The wife is supposed to do the dishes. The wife is supposed to run the house. The wife is supposed to pay bills and all kinds of stuff like that. That's what he's going to have at the back of his mind. But even with that stuff, there are still people that are enlightened and exposed, even in Nigeria. How do you know them? That's where the problem is. And that's where the problem is. And that's why for me, if I see any of my clients that want to go and marry somebody from Nigeria, I always tell them, oh, and then they say, why are you making us? Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare. I have seen it many times. I have seen it many times. It's going to be a nightmare. You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to. So I'm not allowed to bring a husband from Nigeria. No. You can bring a man from Nigeria if he's enlightened, if he's exposed, if he's watching CNN in Lagos. If the man is watching CNN in Lagos, don't marry anyone that is watching African Magic. Once he's marrying Africa, he's watching African Magic, don't marry that one. When you come here, they will have been divorced before he will learn. Or maybe we'll go to jail first before learning. And I'm the one telling you now. I'm telling you right now. All right? You don't want to. One particular man actually came in, the wife went to Nigeria to marry him, you know how it is here. It's a little bit challenging to find the husband here. The majority of the boys here are playboys. Majority of the boys here are playboys. They have they have time in their hands to go to the gym. They go to the gym and build their muscle and all that kakaraka and stuff. And they're not doing it for one girl. It's not only one girl they're doing it for. You see, you will find out that they don't have one girlfriend, they have fleets of girlfriends. All right. So it's difficult. It's very, very difficult for the ladies here to find the husband. So at the time they decided, let's go to Nigeria and marry somebody there. And you know, in Nigeria, it doesn't take them time to go and say, I love you. Once they know you are from America, they will jump on you and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. I was dreaming like in 1914, and the Lord said to me that your wife is going to come from above the sea, across the sea, and here you are. And God has blessed me with woman. They will even spiritualize it. They will tell you all the sweet, sweet stuff. Nigerian boys, they fall in love with American girls. Doesn't matter how you look. You can look like a refugee. You can look like a gorilla. You can look like a monkey. In as much that you are from America, Nigerian boys will fall in love with you. Because all they want is the perfect jackpot. They want to come to overseas country. They want to come to overseas country. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? So this woman went to Nigeria to go and marry a guy. Got married to the guy, brought the guy here, and the guy came the first day. He sat down on the couch, was like, are you married? And then the wife now said, Mr. Tokubo. He said, yes. Come and help us carry the water that I brought from Walmart. Is 3 of them. And the man look and say, are you talking to me or Awomo? Are you talking to the kids or talking to me? And the wife said, where are the Omo for where? There are no kids here. I'm talking to you. You go carry the water from the back of the trunk and bring them inside. And once you get them inside, you put them over here, you stack them up, and put some of them in the refrigerator. And because I'm going to go and take a bath, I'm going to walk right now. You know what I'm saying? You know? Thank you very much. That comment, I like that. Before you got here, you started communicating with people here. That's how to learn. And the man thought he just changed the hand back. Like I used to say, the woman is a devil. Àbí ìyá ẹ fẹ́ kú ni. Èmi ló ránṣẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ gbígbó tálẹ́gbẹ́ ìyá ẹ ní. And that was how the guy just turned the whole stuff upside down. The woman started crying and stuff. That was the first day of this guy landing here. He didn't know America is a leveler. There is no boss here. You can't be bossing anybody around here. Everybody is a partner in this place. He didn't know. It took him some time. But they got divorced before then. And now he's coming back to beg. Now, I want my wife back. I didn't know. I didn't realize it before. I was thinking it's the same way they do it in Nigeria, they do it over here. No, it's not the same. It's not. It's not. He beat up the woman. They almost sent him to jail. The woman had to bail him out and say, I'm not pressing charge. That was how they left him. He kicked him out of the house. At the end of the day, he said, come correct. Now he wants his wife back. He's now begging all around. So you don't have time to waste. If the man is not well enlightened, if the man is not well educated when it comes to all this stuff, you don't want to you don't want to even jump into that kind of relationship. Forget about it. All the stuff that they say to you is just fake. Or just fake. And I said to somebody yesterday, please, don't believe whatever any man tell you the first day you see them. When you see a guy the first day and he's looking at you and say, oh, Omo, what's going on now? You okay? Is everything all right? This. He will start talking things he has never done that can never be done. Those are the things he will start mentioning. He will mention all manners of things, giving you promises upon promises and making you feel like he's going to do it. No, don't believe it at all. Never believe it. And likewise, women too, don't believe them when they're talking to you. Women, don't believe them when they're talking to you. They will make you comfortable. They will be telling you money is not important. It's not about money. It is about genuine love. Do you love me? You know? Somebody's asking a question. Both of us are in Nigeria, but she think I will cheat if I end up getting married and she have to curse on me every time she talk about it. I don't understand. I don't understand that part of it. Cost you, okay? For what? Why now? You guys are not married already. You are not married and he's causing you. Why will he be doing that? Let me bring this guy in one time and see the question you want to ask, and let's just do it. So the issue is that before you go to Nigeria to go and bring a man here, and I'm saying it, well, many of you guys won't listen. Yes, sir. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir.
All right. So you said you have a question for me.
Yeah, I have a question.
Right.
First of all, I will ask, why is it hard for people to find true love in the Western world?
It's not hard.
Because it's hard.
No, it's not.
I don't know the system of America, but here in Europe.
Where are you? Where are you guys? Where are you?
I'm in Italy.
Italy, okay. All right.
So it's just hard for you to find a true man. And if you see a true love, a woman who loves you, she's going to be a single mother who already have kids in Nigeria and who have kids here. Mm-hmm. You understand? Yeah. So and going to Nigeria to get married, mm-hmm. because a lot of people think about it here. Yeah. Let me go to Nigeria and get married, maybe it's better. But it's even worse when you get married to a Nigerian and bring them over here. Yeah. There was my friend, this happened recently. This my friend, she's South African. Yeah. So she went to Nigeria and get married to another guy. Yeah. And when you saw her real life, when she came to Nigeria, you don't know she's fat. Mm-hmm. As you see, when you go to Austria now, within a few months, you are telling her that she's fat, you can't get married to her, this and that. Yeah. So I think it's system, because the system favors women. So when you get married to a woman in Nigeria, and you bring her in, you know.
Now let me break this down. Let me break this down to you. Let me break it to you. Let me break it down to you. Let me break it down.
Especially when you, okay.
Let me break it down.
I wanted to, like, especially when you get married to people that happen to receive maybe 500K once in their account. When they get here, they start working, they see 2 million, 3 million. Before you know, they feed out some of the world. So
let me break it down. Let me break it down to you. Do you understand Yoruba a little bit? Ojú kòkòrò ló ń dà yín láàmú, ojú kòkòrò. And you know ojú kòkòrò will ruin the life of men. Now, what you guys are looking for in a wife is not what you should be looking for. Majority of you are just looking for a bomb babe that oh baby, fly by there. Look at that baby. Would you design who you're bang. Who look fine. Yellow purple is so yellow. It's so light at the papa. You will continue your. You see, those people here, they know they are in business. Business strategy. That's business strategy for them to look yellow, flashy, dressing up nicely. Their bum is well taken care of. The breast is pointing. It is a business strategy. They know that Olojuko our Nigerian men. So what they do is that they push it to you, they push it forward to you, and then you see it. Wọ́n kàn máa lárí mọ́ gbàù. Ó máa gbé láti Nàìjíríà lọ sí Italy. Wọ́n wá fi ọkọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ wọ́n fi hàn. Wọ́n sọ pé wo ọkọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ rí o. And at the end of the day, your money don't go. You can't shout, you can't do anything. When you see a well-trained girl, you don't like them because she doesn't show breast, she doesn't show armpit, she doesn't show her laps. She's always very well put together and all kinds of stuff. You don't like girls that are trained. African men don't like them. They don't like them. They want the ones that are ọmọ ìgboro, ọmọ tó ń bẹ. My babe, ọmọ mi nìyẹn. Àbí kò tó sọ fún ẹ. Ọ̀rọ̀ wá sí Yúróòpù kọ́. Ṣé ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ mú ọmọ, ibo ló ti rọ́mọ? Where you see the ọmọ? Why do you want to marry Yoruba? Why don't marry Italian girl?
Sorry, it is a very wrong location for people that are intentional. That's just it.
Boy, what's wrong with the place? There are wicked people there.
Yeah, it's true. You understand, sir?
All of us understand. All of us understand. You see, the issue is that once you have your paper, you want to travel, you can go to Nigeria and you can find a good, well-trained girl.
Sir, in Europe, is a passport for money. When you that is why I say poor mentality. When you go to Nigeria and get married,
Yeah.
when you get to people that value money, the money of people can pretend. Women pretend to get
you're not looking. You see, let me tell you this. I always want to correct that particular mindset that they pretend. You are not looking for it. Whatever you're not looking for, you can't find.
How can this question I want to ask
you? Yeah.
How can you know a legitimate woman?
Thank you. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about this whole thing. Number one that you have to do is you start as ordinary friend. You don't go to bed with a girl that you want to study. Number one, you don't go to bed with a girl you want to study. Because sex will actually mess with your brain. What you're supposed to be looking for, you can't find it. It will block your thinking faculty. All right? The question you're supposed to be asking yourself, you will not ask, you'll be waving it. Start as ordinary friends. Ordinary friends means no string attached. I want to get to know you. Where do you fellowship? Where's your church? What kind of friends do you keep? Let me check it out. But your audio money, low money, have you real money? But maybe you have degree or you don't have degree. These are the things you are trying to look for. But you see, the mistake that we make is that once you find a girl, we are looking at her sexuality. The way you take her to bed and go and bang the hell out of her, that's what will be in our brain. You see what I'm saying?
Sir, I understand this. Sorry for cutting you short, but there are still some people, elderly people, a lot have learned that said they were married to their enemy.
They married their enemy because they found the enemy. They did not disconnect from the enemy. All right. How about you see when somebody say, "Oh, Dr. Shola, you are lucky." I'm not lucky. I wasn't lucky. I grew up with my dad, who told me whatever you're looking for, you can only find 40% of it in a woman. It is your responsibility to build a wife for yourself. That was my dad that taught me. I wasn't lucky. I was trained. I had fleet of girlfriend when I took my wife. Once I look at her, I found out this is the one for me. I didn't want the flashy ones. At the beginning, I was looking for the flashy ones. I love the flashy ones that to buy my dog to the street. Those are the ones I want. Those are the ones that will say, those are the ones I'm looking for. But once my wife came, she was totally different from them. So I realized that if I should go for Pami, so I decided to go for the gentle one that I know so well that at the end of the day, I could read through her. There's still thousands of them today. Thousands and thousands of them today. They are beautiful from the inside out. But they are not that kind of girls that will actually be doing all these nonsense things all around the place. I am not lucky. I worked for it. I worked for it. Okay? He's gone. All right. So there are so many people, so many good women. When you are looking for women, good women, I've seen it many times. I will show the boys, I'll show them girls, nice girls that I feel these ones are nice. They will say, "Oh no, sir, I pass. Oh no, sir, I pass." I will now show them the ones that is with big breasts, showing cleavage, showing armpit, showing bum and stuff. They will say, "Hey, yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir, that one. And that one, sir. And so what is that one's name? How old is that one? Yes, sir. That one, that's the one I want, sir." You see how messed up the brain of a lot of men are right now. That even you yourself, you see the nice, good, well-trained girls. You will tell them, you say, you don't want those ones. We want the nasty ones. We want the nasty ones. The nasty ones are good to look at. They are good to bank, but they are not good for marriage. They are not. So once you are looking at it and you're having a lot of eyes and the pride of life, lot of flesh or whatever, always know it at the back of your mind that these ones, àwọn ìyàwó musician làwọn eléyìí. Àwọn ìyàwó musician làwọn yìí. Musician's wife. You can't marry them. They are not for decent guys like you. I tell young men, oh, lè jẹ kankan tán. You cannot. Oh, lè jẹ kankan tán. And you are looking for wahala all around the place. Somebody's saying no manual to having good wife. You are just faking yourself. It's about what you give. Marry the right person and give the right things. Give love to your wife. She will be embodiment of love. Give respect to your wife. She will respect you back. All right? Speak the language of love that she understands. She will become that thing. You guys are not ready for marriage. Go and sleep somewhere. You think marriage is just to marry somebody. Nobody's lucky. Nobody's lucky. We all work. We work tirelessly. I work on a 32-year-old marriage. You think it's my man? He's not my man. You think it's my man? As a man, you become the slave. You become the servant. It's a servant leadership. You are not ready to be a servant leader. Forget marriage. Go and sleep with your mom. Go and sleep in your mommy's house and be sucking your mommy's breast. It's a servant thing. It's a servant leadership. You don't come here and be a boss. You can't be a boss because you get married. No. You have to be the servant of them all. You serve your family. You serve your wife and your kids. You serve your wife and your kid. If you can't do it, go and sleep with your mom and go and suck her breast. Forget about marriage. Forget marriage if you can't be responsible. You can't be responsible, you can't put hard work into it. Forget marriage because you're going to break somebody's heart. You're going to mess up another person's life. You can't be a boss when you get married. If you're looking for a woman that will be protecting and be rolling on the ground for you, you can't find that person. You can't find that person. That person is not here. No. You can't find that person here. Somebody saying so musicians are not bad. I'm not saying musicians are not bad. I'm not saying they're bad. So sorry, I'm not saying they're bad. No, musicians are different. Musicians are here. Most of gospel musicians call musicians are here. Oh my God, no do any. They change wife like changing clothes. So those girls that are flashy, they are musicians' wives. Okay, they know, they understand it. They know the whole setup. All right, it's all about money. They are married to one, another person is sleeping with them. It's their lifestyle. But for you that are a church boy and you want to go and marry Omo Igboro, you don't need it. You're Omo Church. Go marry somebody else that believes in God, that knows that, okay, I need to respect my husband, I need to respect my wife. Those other ones, they don't care. They don't care who is sleeping with them and who they're sleeping with. They can sleep with 20 people at a time. It's part of their nature. It's all about money. If you don't understand. So you over a bit he will not start asking you, so hotel me be. Oh, understand, so tell me be or love. You think say that one is love? Hotel me be is not love. Hotel me be, do you have money? Do you have money? That's what it is. Do you have money to take care of me? Well, all this bleaching you're looking at, it takes money to maintain it. Do you have money to maintain me? That's what it is. All of these red lipstick you are looking at, the Brazilian hair you're looking at, do you have the money to maintain all this? That's what they're asking you. You want a real Nisha Law? At the end of the day, now, your wife is not going in to go and sleep outside for 3 days, 4 days. She's going to go and do party in Abuja and will come back in 16 days' time. And now you're angry. You can't be angry. She has to. So tell me, now. Once you need to think. You need to think about it. If you know you want to marry a child of God, marry a child of God. Find that child of God, marry a child of God. They are decent, simple girls. Simple girls that are decent. Educated, simple girls. But they are not freaks. But you want a freaky, freaky. To my pine on it. Ìrẹ́ máa gbé ṣúgà gbẹ̀yìn ayé ẹ̀ náà. Ó yẹ wọ́n máa fún ẹ pa. At the end of the day, I say, women are bad. Women are not bad. The ones that you are picking are the ones that are bad. Likewise, men are not bad. The ones that you those are the bad ones. And don't forget, birds of the same feather flock together. And birds of the same feather. Who will they flock together? Birds of the same feather flock together. I'm telling you. And once you see the kind of person you are getting married to, that's you. That's your character. Because that's you. Until you change who you are, then you start attracting good people. I told one young man, he wanted me to connect him with a girl. Your photo, I can't photo ọmọ gàpé. You know, ọmọ gàpé. Fly polo. You know, listen. Who are in the club? Who are club? What's your? Who fly polo? Say, we man some money, alaye money. Our picture here wrong. These pictures are wrong. He was like, what? I said, do you know what you're showing me? You're showing me ọmọ gàpé. Ọmọ ìgboro ọmọ òsì ọmọ yàmàyàmà tí ò lọ́pọ̀ lórí tó pé kò mọ̀jú kó máa lọ club lọ máa mú gbó máa fà sìgá káàkiri. That's what you're showing me here. Don't decent pictures. You don't have decent picture where you're wearing nice t-shirt or your polo shirt or a nice jacket, looking all corporate or looking all nice. You don't have it. He doesn't have it. Don't take picture. No, need picture here because you are not that kind of person. Ọmọ ìgboro la ná a máa láti wọ ọmọ ìgboro fún ẹ. Ọmọ ìgboro tó náà bóra. Ó bóra kanlẹ̀ tí gbogbo nọ́ọ̀kù ẹ̀ dúdú. Tí gbogbo bíbá all this knuckle is black. Ẹ máa jọ máa fi swagger báyé ara yín jẹ́. Bóun náà ṣe ń swaggy ẹ̀, ìwọ náà máa swaggy ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ fi ti ara yín. But if you are looking for a decent girl like this, you can't find it. I don't think there's any decent girl that will want to say, I want to know this guy. No decent girl wants to know you. Look at the picture you are bringing. Picture ọmọ gàpé, ọmọ ìgboro ọmọ ta kind of picture. Girls are not serious. They don't know what they're looking for. They know what they're looking for. You are not the person. You are not the person they are looking for. And you, obìnrin, gbogbo ọrùn ẹ wá dàbí gúgúrú àtẹ. I went to one place. I've been seeing this woman on social media. We talk, we say, madam, who find Kuzano in the social media? Now, you know, when I got to the place, I went to buy Gary. And I walked inside the place and I look at the mama. With all the knuckle, they're all black. The body is yellow. Face is yellow. The neck is now like Guguru and Nepa. This wow. No wonder. You know, these people go to talk, say they don't get husband. They don't get how you go find husband like this? How you go find husband like this? Some people can't come outside without makeup. If they come outside without makeup, everybody will be crying. Even kids will be crying. They'll be crying. Even children will see you. They're like, Mommy, what is this? Is this Alujanu? Is this a ghost? What's this? Children will be crying when they see you face to face without makeup. Without makeup. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Local obìnrin kan mọ́lé láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù. Go just go early in the morning. Go to one woman house. You'll be asking her, where is he? Where is her? Have you come into contact whereby you're asking the person, where is that person? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà, ṣé ẹ mọ ibi tí àǹtí Tinúkẹ́ wà? Àǹtí Tinúkẹ́, it's me, àǹtí Tinúkẹ́ náà nù. Àǹtí Tinúkẹ́ tí mo gbé wálé lánàá. Àwọn tí mo gbé wálé lálẹ́ àná, àwọn mo béèrè kó ṣe ìyá. Ṣé yìí ni mọ́mì wọn? Ṣé ara mi ò ṣe mọ́mì wọn? Èmi lè gbé wálé lánàá. Ojú mi ò fọ, mo mẹ́rin tí mo gbé wálé lánàá kò ṣẹ̀yìn. Èmi ní sáà náà ìrọ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wọlé kẹ́ jáde. Ẹ wọlé kẹ́ bá mi pè jáde. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kò ṣẹ̀yìn. At the end of the day, you confuse everybody. We see you on social media, will be like, okay, this is how. We see you on the ground, we can't recognize you. We can't recognize you. You see what I'm saying? It's very funny. And then you'll be saying, oh, mi ò rọ́kọ fẹ́. Oh, níwà gidi ni. Ọmọ gbòòrò sí yamayama. Ọmọ gbòòrò yamayama jákujáku. At the end of the day, we want a godly man. We want a godly girl. You can't find anybody that is godly. There is no godly anything. If not for Jesus. It's all the righteousness of Christ that we all carry. Righteousness alone. Godly for where? God will look for decent people. Look for a decent woman. Look for a decent man to get married to. There's nothing like godly. Godly care. In this world, where is godly? Leave godly alone. I'm telling you. So, for me, I believe that this woman that is asking if she could find a good man in Nigeria, please don't go finding it. Don't go find anybody from Nigeria. Look for someone that is already in the system. Look for someone that is already in the system. Look for someone in the system. Someone in the system. There's someone in the system. They understand what partnership is in marriage. They understand their role as a man in the home. They understand their role as a husband. All right, they understand that part. Everybody is beautiful. Tó bá dé, tí fọkànbalẹ̀ bá dé. If you give somebody love, somebody that is not looking that beautiful before will suddenly change and start looking beautiful. All right, everybody is beautiful, and you see, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. What is not beautiful to you may be beautiful to somebody else. So just let everybody just pick what they like. But the most important part of the whole stuff is that always make sure you pick character over beauty. Because character is what will give you peace. I'm telling you. I know a pastor who got married to someone that didn't go to school at all. Didn't go to school at all. And this guy happens to be a PhD holder. He's a doctor. And he got married to someone that didn't go to school at all. And they interviewed him and he said, well, this is the person that is giving me peace. And it's all about peace. It's all about peace. Ojúlando. Like I know yàtọ̀ síra wọn. I'm telling you. Yàtọ̀ síra wọn. But once you take character, a well-trained somebody, a well-trained person, someone that will respect your authority, someone that will support you, someone that you yourself you listen to, someone you can respect as a man. All right, a man must be able to respect the wife. If you find that person, it's not about beauty of you. It's not being extravagant. It's not being I want to be classy by force. You know the classy by force. So American accent in one, but I said, so British English in one. In it, Mama, sorry, I can't understand you. I was canceling one day, and they started talking British English. I kept quiet. I did like this. I was listening. Say you they whine me. When this woman whine me. Oh, whine me. I don't listen. And I said, Madam, all what you've been saying since morning, kò yé mi, kò mi understand. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ Nigerian English? Ṣé mọ English Nàìjíríà táwọn sọ pé àwọn náà Ghana, èmi ní mò ń lọ létí mò ń bọ̀. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ yun? Ṣé ẹ bá ti gbọ́ yun? Èmi ò ní gbà ó. Mo sọ́rí gan. A máa waste wo time cancelling, a máa waste ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ English tèmi gbọ́? Ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ. And then she started talking in real English. I said, Madam, you see now you are comfortable to talk to me. Tale fẹ́ máa fọ́ọ̀mù British English before ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé London ní 6 months ago. You moved to London 6 months ago. Now ó ti baptize ẹ pẹ̀lú omi London. Ó ti jẹ burger. Ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ London accent. Wèrè rí ẹni. Ta ló fẹ́ máa fọ́ọ̀mù fún bí? Ṣé mo fẹ́ tó sí? You don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. The issue here is I'm not tampering with you, Sister Remileku. I'm not. I'm leaving you guys alone. But don't be faking British accent around me. Me, I go talk. I go say something. If you fake British around me, I go say something. Okay? So we need to. Yeah, so T and they B. Yeah. They do. They get carried away with material things, education, physical look, and all that stuff. But the real character, Queen, Crown, how are you? The real character they should be looking for, they will just throw that one out in the garbage. It's very important. Very, very important. Don't marry anybody from Nigeria. Please don't. Let them come here. I want them to come here. Once they come here, let them go through the system. Once they are through the system, they will understand what they could do and couldn't do. Please don't. The understanding is totally different. Very, very different. One Baba Oko was telling the wife, yeah, gbogbo owó tó o bá pa ọ, ọmọ kó fọ́kọ rẹ ni o. Let me speak it in English. Let me say it in English. The father-in-law said to the woman, said, all your salary, you must give it to your husband. No. So the woman now asked, how about his own salary? Then the father now said, he is the man. He is the man of the home. He should be the one to handle the money. And you are not supposed to ask him how much he's making. That is why he's a man. And the woman said, sir, let you and your son go and kiss transformer. You guys can go and kiss transformer. They are not coming into my life. If you are not ready to actually be accountable, you are not coming to my life. If you are not ready to be transparent, you are not coming. You are not coming to be a ruler here. We are partners. I must know how much you're making. You know how much I'm making. We run a joint account, and I'm going to be the one to oversee that joint account, pay the bills, and everything. If it's not good, that's fine. And you see that. You see a lot of women are suffering today. 100% of their salary is going to their husbands. They don't even have the right to actually ask what they're using the money for. Have you come across men that use the family money to train their own sisters and brothers in school in Nigeria, whereas the sister and brother of the wife are still languishing in poverty? Have you seen it? Have you seen it where a man will now use the money of the family to buy a car and build a house for his own family, and the family of the wife are still suffering? Have you seen it? It's so much. Everywhere. I see it every day. I do counseling every day. I see it every day. People talk to me about it every day. And I ask the guy, sir, how come? Why are you not taking care of your wife's sisters and brothers? And he was like, well, none of them is asking for anything. They don't have to ask you for anything for you to take care of them. Their sister is working and putting money in the joint account, and you are using the money to now send your own sisters to college. And you're buying a house and buying cars for your own family. No, that's not right. That's wickedness. That's wickedness on the highest level. So if you don't train the guys, if these guys don't get that right training, they'll come and mess up the life of your daughters. They'll mess it up. They just believe a man, the moment you have a penis, you are born to be a ruler. The moment you have a penis, you are born to be a ruler. That's all they know. No, you know. You are a servant. Once you are born a male, you are a servant. That's who you are. Like Jesus was a servant. He came to serve us. And the Bible actually placed the man side by side with Jesus. Husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Okay, now ask me, who is a man? A man is a servant. A servant. You're like a pastor. You're a servant. A pastor is a servant. Servant of the church. The bishop is a servant. Servant of the church. Jesus was a servant. Servant of the church. A man is supposed to be a servant of his family. If you don't understand that part of it, please don't get married. Once you don't understand that part of it, please don't get married. If you don't understand that you're a servant as a man, don't get married. Who should go to bed first? Who should go to bed last? Who should wake up in the middle of the night? Who should do patrol all around the house? Who should be the one to check if the windows and the doors are locked? Who's supposed to know maybe the gas are totally shut down or not? Who should be the one to protect the family? Who is the face of the family? The man. You can't do that? Forget it. Women, they have their own roles too. The role of the man is the role of the woman. Whatever the man is doing, the woman must help him to do it. And that's why they call them the helpmeet. So whatever the man is doing, the woman must help in doing the same thing so that it's going to be easy on the man. So that the man will not spend all his time struggling. That's why you have a deputy. That's why you have that personal assistant that you could delegate authority to. That, my dear, do this on my behalf. Do this on my behalf. Anything your wife is doing, she's doing on your behalf. And anything you are doing it on behalf of God. That is it. A man is 100% of God and a woman is 100% of the husband. That's the way it's supposed to be. A man was created to meet the need of God, and a woman created to meet the need of a man. That's what it is. I don't understand. If you don't understand it, you can't understand it in your life. Very simple stuff. Okay, fine. It's the men. But will she wake up 4:30 to fix me a bite if I tell her I'm hungry? You don't understand women. Let me give you one idea about women. You see, when a woman is happy, wake her up 1 o'clock in the morning, say I want pandemic, you will see it. Once a woman is happy, all you need is just to respect her, make sure that you think about her all the time, invest into her life, make her number one on your priority list. I'm telling you, take care of her, love her, cherish her, give her information on time, communicate with her, make love to her constantly. You will not believe it. Even if you wake up by 1 o'clock, wake her up 1 o'clock in the morning, say, I need pandemic. Pandemic will appear there. Àwọn obìnrin yẹn náà ń pè ní aborílé jẹ bólé mu ó dọjọ́ ikú wọn rí ẹrí. Those are women for you. I don't know, probably you see women go to get 2 jobs just because their husband lost a job and they have to occupy. Just make her happy. All she wants, all she needs is happiness. All she needs is respect. Cherish her, appreciate her. And once you appreciate her, you respect her, you see her like that. You never believe women. Òrìṣà ni wọ́n. Òrìṣà. Òrìṣà ni wọ́n. It's all about you appreciate her. Love what she loves. Take care of her family for her. Be nice to her children. Put her first in everything. You wake her up 1 o'clock in the morning, she's cooking for you. She's cooking for you. Wake her up 2 o'clock in the morning, she's cooking. You don't even have to wake her up. She knows what to do. She'll get it done. She'll get it done. You know? But you guys will come here. You guys will come here and be talking like as if to say it's automatic. It's compulsory for the woman to wake up 4:30. 4:30 inside of abusive relationship. Now, would they wake up like that? 4:30 inside of a place, a man that is cheating on her. 4:30, she would. 4:30 in a place where the man is beating and slapping her. What stupid 4:30 is that? 4:30 in a place where the man didn't even think about her prosperity, always carry money to go and help his own family. Which 4:30 are you talking about? 4:30 in a place whereby the man doesn't even disclose how much he's making. You know? You can't be responsible for someone else's happiness, but I agree. You don't understand. Your job is to boost her joy. Your job is not to create the joy. She is already a very happy person from where she's coming from. Your job is to boost it. Boost that particular joy. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. And you can't even wake your wife up like a boss and say, oh boy, oh, let's wake up 4:30 and go and cook for me. You're like, yeah. What are you talking about? You got to be nice. You have to do what it takes. You have to make sure you do well. You do well before you now start coming in to now do, can you make breakfast for me? Which breakfast are you talking about? You and your breakfast go and kiss transformer. I tell you. Mentor. If you marry the girls that are mentor, if you are a bad guy and you think you are coming to be the boss, right? It will show you that you're not supposed to be in this area. My old girls that are mentoring, those young girls that are mentoring. The girls are mentoring. Don't go near them. Oh. If you go there and you are saying all this, they will woman from against straight, you know. Yeah, teacher spouse well. This is spouse well. Olu Jacob today is an example to all of us. Every one of us should look at Olu Jacob and ask yourself, what did he do to this woman? Or maybe we should bring the woman and come and interview her. What did he do to you? What exactly did you do? What kind of sacrifice did he put in place? Why are you still with him now? You're some vegetable. It's difficult for him to even recognize you, but you're still there. Why? We need to go and ask. Before we start saying women are bad, let's go ask Olu Jacob what he did. Let's go ask my own dad what he did. What did he do? You know, we're supposed to go ask these questions. Don't go and be asking a man that is almost borosi. Don't ask that kind of person any question. That one no go ask any question. You always talk about women are bad, women are terrible. You don't know women. I take my head for you. You better see women are wrong. See women are wrong. I will run for your mama to your mama na devil. So your own mama na devil too, right? Go and think about it. Go and think about it. What did my own dad did to my mom that they took their own they both took their secrets to the grave themselves. But two of them, they lived their lives and they were married until they died. What did they do? What did the man do? What did he do? Is that not enough for you to go online and say, okay, let's go get example from people who are able to keep marriage? They were not lucky. They work very hard. It's not about being lucky. They are not lucky. They work very hard. Every woman's got the tendency of becoming bad. Every man has got the tendency of becoming bad. But why is it that those people remain good? Why? Is that not what you're supposed to go and do investigation on? And say, okay, let me put my own life into this place too. And let me see how it's going to come out. And it will come out good. Everything in life is all about principles. It's all about principles, man. Everything in life. Everything in life. You need to go and learn those principles and put it in place. Don't just come out and say women are bad or men are bad. It must be you that you're bad. You're bad. I guess maybe we should be having more real conversation like this for men. Of course, if they will come, because men will always want to run away. They won't want to come for real things. They will run away. You are the only one that is good here. Let me bring this young man in. I think somebody wants to say something. Let me bring him in. You know? Hello, sir.
Dr. Why are you doing like this?
What am I doing? I added you to the group now when you are eating chicken.
Yes, sir. I hear you, sir.
Yeah.
I just want to celebrate you. Good job, sir.
Without chicken.
Thank you so much for
you are the one chopping the chicken and you are celebrating me.
Now, I did the what do you call it? This request like 30 minutes ago, so I don't start teaching. I'm just enjoying. But well done, sir. Well done, sir.
You did the request 30 minutes ago. I was talking. You know, whenever I'm talking, I don't see people making requests. It's only when the energy is down, then I will look and say, oh, somebody made the request. And then I'll answer.
When I'm locking, when you're locking, is when I need locking, sir.
Log you go. Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni. Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni. Our méjì jọ gbaṣẹ́ lọ́jọ́ kan náà. Two of us got employed, hired on the same job. I spent my time asking questions from the people that I met there. How do you do this? How do you do this? And they were telling me.
Absolutely.
And the other guy decided not to. And he was doing it like he used to do it before. And 1 month after, he got fired, and I still got my job. And then everybody was like, oh, Dr. Shola, you are only lucky. I said, no, I'm not lucky. You know what I did when I got there? So I'm just coming into the system. So I decided to go to the people that I know could give me problems. I went to submit to them. And I asked those ones, say, please, I need you to teach me. How do I work this thing? And then they started teaching me. They were feeling important when they were teaching me. Okay, I could see it. But even me myself, so I decided to go to them. I was able to bow to them. And then they started showing me around. And throughout my stay, before that guy got fired, I was the only one they invited to go for lunch. They said, Shola, are you going for lunch? I said, oh, yeah, I'll go. They won't ask him. So it wasn't like I was lucky. I actually was able to submit under authority. I was able to learn the system. And that was what my daughter did. My daughter came from Nigeria. So I took her to school. And they were making fun of her in school. So instead of her getting angry, every day my daughter will buy a bag of candy when she's going to school. And I asked her, I said, what do you want to use candy for? He said, I'll tell you later. I said, okay. I didn't know my daughter is like politician like me. So whenever she got to school, she will give everybody candy. So that's how they start liking her. They call her Candy Girl. Candy Girl. Every day she bring candy. That was how they absorbed her into the caucus. And before you get to know it, my daughter started speaking American accent. And then she became one of them. And she now was the top in the class. She penetrated by bribing all the bad boys and the girls that are making fun of her. They had candy. And I'm telling you. And at the end of the day, she came out on top of class.
These principles are timeless.
Yeah.
They keep saying it's a different time, but these principles are timeless.
They are. You can use it anywhere. In 2009, in 1991, the same sowing, putting corn in the ground and growing. That's the same thing we're still doing today.
It's those seeds, you reap what you sow.
Reap what you sow.
But it takes patience. So
yes, sir.
if you created damages, then you have to be patient.
You have to. You have to. So you want to get married. Before you get married, you're supposed to say, I need to go to leadership school.
Yes.
And then going to leadership school means that I'm going to be a leader very soon as a man. I don't know how to lead. How do I lead? So I know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's okay. Now we have leaders because leaders can be appointed, but they might not know the act of leading. So they have to go and actually study leadership. Once you now study leadership, you now bring it to your home. That's when you look at the person you want to lead. Know their nature, know their temperament, know their level of exposure, know everything about them, so you'll be able to adopt a style of leadership that will suit that person. It's not like dictatorship, whereby you that's going to land you in divorce.
Easily.
Easily.
So easy. That's the part I want to agree with them on today. It's easy to end up in divorce. If
Very
you don't know how to live, if you can't do servant leadership, like you said earlier on, if you are struggling with the idea that leading means you are able to listen,
you think you are the boss.
Ideologies.
Yes, sir.
Then you're right. It's different because the options are much more available. That's the only part that is different. Yeah. That we are just lucky that people are just out of luck. They are creating good marriages.
Yeah.
You want to check that.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to come and because I haven't done this.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. God bless you, my brother. Have a beautiful day, man. All right. Yeah, bye. So this is what I'm saying. And it's so simple. You have to be intentional about it. Before you get married, you have to go for leadership school. Go and learn leadership. Understand what it means. Know the different types of leadership that we have. And then you look at the person. Look at the person you're getting married to. Look at our level of exposure. Look at our level of display of anger. We still need anger management, or do I have to cope with this nature? Okay, so you have to know all this stuff. It's not like people are lucky to marry the right wife. We created that loving person, that personality. We created it, or we drag it out of that person to make that person sweet the way they are. To make them sweet the way they are. So if you don't understand it, you don't understand it. He said, how can I control a fiancé that tell people about our fears? I mean, everything that is going on between us every time. Our family members, brothers and sisters, and one of the male gist partners. But you just have to, you don't correct them. You sit down, you talk about the do's and the don'ts. Talk about the do's and the don'ts. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is how I like it. All right. And then let her understand that this is actually going to end that relationship if I go outside of it. All right. I've been saying this many times. Don't let people love you the way they want. Tell them how you want to be loved. Tell them how you want to be loved. Put it on the table. Communicate it. Talk about it over and over again and again. Don't just talk about it one time. Re-echo it over and over again and again. At the end of the day, it becomes the ABCD of your relationship. This is how we want it. I remember I called my wife and I said to my wife, I said, they don't want us to get married. Everybody's against us. And she now said, so what do we do? I said, well, your mother and your dad, they're Muslims. My own father and my mother, they're Christians. And your mother is kind of like, no, you can't marry my daughter. And my own parents are kind of like, well, there's something wrong. You guys cannot get married. I love you. I want to marry you. Do you love me too? She said, yes. I said, well, let's do it. I said, but one thing. We both must disconnect from daddy, mommy, and everybody. And we have to focus. And we enter into a covenant. And that covenant we enter into is like, you yell at me when you're angry. I will yell at you when I'm angry. I will do whatever it is to display. I will never touch you. I will never insult you. I will never curse you. And we agreed. And at the end of the day, we're still on till today. One of my clients, I brought my wife. I said, come and tell my client, have I ever laid hands on you before? She said, no. I said, have I ever yelled at you and cursed you before? She said, no. Do you think I didn't want to do it? I want, yeah, for it. Sometimes when she offend me, I feel like, let me just straighten her up a little bit. Let me just flog this woman a little bit. Probably I will straighten her. But it's not part of the covenant. It's not part of, it's not part of the covenant at all. So the covenant is that you don't have the right to yell. You don't have you can yell, sorry, but you can't curse. You can't lay hands. You can't insult. So I agree to it. But because it's the covenant, then I agree, and I must to carry it out. And likewise, I too. And likewise, I was, also. So you talk about this, let things now be on the table on the first day, so that the two of you will agree. This is the direction we're going. We're not deviating from this direction. This is how we want it, and then we keep moving with it. You see, our main love illusion of control and anything less than that is unacceptable. They want to control everything. I know. You see, that word control is witchcraft. That word control is witchcraft. That word to dominate is witchcraft also. So you can't dominate people. You can't control people. People are not supposed to be controlled. All right. You are supposed to love and care about the person. All right. You can advise. All right. So once you're leading somebody, let them be able to connect with you, as in, like, I'm able to listen to this guy. I'm able to listen to his advice, his suggestions and stuff. Prove yourself worthy of that position of leadership. All right. Prove yourself. Let us know that you're worthy to lead, that you have the understanding of people you are leading, and you have never failed them before. Okay? So that's part of the whole stuff. You can't be failing me all the time. You collected the tax refund this year. You squander it on buying a car to Nigeria. We can't find the car. You squandered it the second time. You went and threw a birthday party for your girlfriend in Lagos. Okay? The third time, the woman will not allow you to collect that tax refund. She will collect it herself. Or maybe she will file separate and say we are divorced on paper and file separate. Okay? So you can't be failing and failing and failing and expect the woman to continue to follow you. Since I come to Nigeria, I notice most Nigerian guys are fraudsters. It is the society that messed them up, my dear sister. The fact remains that people are very stubborn, but have to deal with them with wisdom. I agree. Yeah, I know. Okay. So love and care and respect. That's it. Okay. You see what I'm saying? The mindset of a lot of people who live in Nigeria is more like they just want to scam you. They just want, I don't know, probably you've seen this happen many times. Brother left for the UK or for London, for America, sorry. And then after some few years, he believed that I need to take care of my family. And to take care of my family, instead of me giving them money, let me start a business for them to run. And this guy decided to come over and start a bread factory in Nigeria, and he hired all of his family members to be there, and everybody stay here and be working here, and you guys will be doing it and making money, and you give daddy salary, you give mommy salary, you get salary, you get everything. And you notice that after 1 year, they finished that bakery. They started selling the equipment. They sold everything. And at the end of the day, they're always telling you, oh, machine has broken down, oh, there's no more yeast, oh, there is no salt, oh, no sugar, oh, bread is by oh, oven is leaking, oh. Every time they don't make profit. They are always in need of one thing or the other. And that's how you see Nigerian people, they want to jet up. They don't maintain nothing. They don't have that mindset of maintaining anything. They just feel like you're picking money on the roadside in America or London where you are, so they eat it all. And you see nowadays it's difficult for people who are in overseas countries to trust their own brothers and sisters. How many of you could put 1 million naira in the hands of your little brother and say, go and do this thing for me? How many of you could do it? How many of you could put 250 million in the hands of your little sister and say, go and supervise this building, let them finish it for me? How many of you could do it? You see? Probably like going to be about 2% of us could do that. Even me that I'm talking to you here. I would rather send a stranger to do something for me than to send my own blood brother to do something for me. You see what I'm saying? And if we understand this stuff and know that these people are only trying to take us out of poverty, let us maintain the business. Even if we are making just only 50,000 naira monthly, Let's maintain it so that 50,000 will keep on coming. 50,000 will keep on coming. 50,000 will keep on coming. We'll be able to pay bills and eat. But you feel like, oh, you want 2 million. So you start selling all the material. You're selling all the pumps. You sold everything. And now the whole thing is gone. Now the guy is now the one in BC. All right? Think about it. Think about it. You think about it. And you don't want your own daughter to marry such a man with that kind of a mindset. You don't want your son to marry such a woman with that kind of a mindset. So you just want them to first of all come to the Western world and sit down here and learn. But there are some of them in Nigeria that are well exposed. You'll never believe it. They have never been to the airport before, but they have a well-exposed mindset. They watch CNN, they do well, they're doing beautifully. Those ones are very scarce. Once you get them, you can allow your son or your daughter to marry those ones. Because the majority of the people in Nigeria are well-to-do. They've gone to school, they got jobs, they're making money, and they're doing well. To find the right one, you need to open your eyes. You open your eyes, you find the right person, and then you can get married. Okay? So that's it for today. That's it for today. My advice is don't bring anybody from Nigeria. Not yet. Unless you investigate them very well and you know the person you're bringing is the right person. Right person. That's the right person. Right now. If it's not the right person, it's not the right person. Please. All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming on my show. I really appreciate you guys. Please, can you just, I don't know what you could do to actually get notification. If there's anything you could press on that side to get notification, please, you can go ahead and just do something. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to do, but for you to be able to get notified whenever it is that I'm back on live. I'll see you guys later. Have a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. All right, let me